I am back with another recipe. We're making this super delicious slimy or drawy okra stew recipe that you would love. So I began by adding some meat tribe. I also added some chopped onions, 1 spice blend cube, all-purpose seasoning, and some salt to taste. I'll stir everything together, cover it up, and bring it to a boil. Once it boils, we'll cook it halfway, and I've already gone ahead to pre-cook some cow foot. We'll go ahead and add that. Back to check on our meat. It is halfway cooked. Our cow foot is also halfway cooked, so I'll add that. Add some chopped habanero pepper and stir everything together. I first brought the cow foot to a boil, got rid of that water before seasoning it a bit with some all-purpose seasoning and cooking it halfway. So I'll cover it and allow everything cook until nice and tender to my preference. In a separate pot, I'll add in some palm oil. To that, I'll add some sliced onions and I'll fry this until it is translucent, or for about 5 minutes. And we are back. Our onions are looking good. We'll add in some chopped tomatoes. I'm using 2 fresh tomatoes that I've de-seeded because I want my stew to be nice and slimy. To that, I'll add 1 spice blend cube and some chopped habanero pepper. I want this to be nice and spicy. Please use it to your taste. I'll stir and allow this cook until the tomato softens up beautifully like this. I'll then go ahead and season it with some shrimp powder. You may use beef, chicken, mushroom, whichever agrees with you, and I have all those recipes already on my channel. Back to check on the meat. It is almost done, but my wele was kind of soft, so I didn't add it in the beginning, so I'll add it now and allow it cook for an additional 10 minutes. At this point, our stew is ready, so I'm going to go ahead and add in all the protein that it can take. It was a lot of protein, so I'm not going to use it all. I'll use just enough for the amount of okra that I will be adding. I'll go ahead and stir this and allow it simmer on low heat for about 10 minutes while I go ahead and cook my okra. Don't forget to add the stock from cooking the meat. It is your flavor. As you notice, up until this point, I did not add any salt. I'll stir and taste and then adjust the seasoning or salt if needed. I usually use just enough salt in steaming the meat, so I don't have to add any, but sometimes you would have to adjust once you add the okra. In a separate pot, I brought some water to a boil and I'll add in my okra and ginger paste. Stir everything together, and I added about a pinch of baking soda, but I lost the clip. It is fine, you don't have to add it. I want the draw, so it was just a pinch, not too much, because too much baking soda will darken your okra and we do not want that. This is perfect. As soon as it comes to a boil, it is ready to be added into our stew. Yes, oh my goodness. As I said, the only thing I'm missing is crabs. If you add crabs to this, then you've landed in the galant, just like that. Look at this. It looks absolutely delicious, and at this point, my kids and I couldn't wait to jump in. We give everything a stir until our okra and stew is well combined. By then, it'll stop boiling and then you bring it back to a boil. As soon as it boils, your stew is ready. If you cook it any longer, you're going to lose the draw, or slime as most of you call it. Now, if you don't want the draw or slime, do not add any baking soda and use more tomatoes. When it comes to okra soups and stews, the more tomatoes you use, the less slime you would have, or the longer you cook your okra, the less slime you would have. We do not want to overcook the okra for it to lose its nutrients. And we are back. As you can see, our okra stew is looking so good. It just came to a boil. I allowed it to simmer for about 2 minutes, and that is it. We are going to turn the fire off, set it aside. We will be enjoying this delicious okra stew with some semolina fufu or banku, whichever way you want to call it. I usually add a little bit of salt to this when I'm making it as banku, and no salt at all when I'm using it for fufu. Okay, so choose your choice. It tastes really good and it goes so well with it. I already have a full step-by-step tutorial on it. I'll leave the link in the description box, so do not forget to check it out. And that is ready. So all that is left is for us to serve and enjoy. So wash your hands and join me. Yes, this is best enjoyed with our natural fork. Yes, you're not. Do you have a picky eater at home? Have you tried okra stew or soup for them? Please do, and come back to testify, because no kid will turn away a delicious okra stew like this. I was one, so I know. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and are inspired to try the recipe. If you do, share pictures with me on Instagram and I will be so happy to share it on my story. Until I see you in the next one, stay safe, keep loving each other, and remember that the love of God and family is life's greatest blessing. And guys, ke onamini ochemi sweet mahabutu. Bye y'all. Adiana to look bonon again. Cameling butter, cameling fish. And sweet jelly. Continental food, madam. Food, madam. International food captain. We'll show you how to make pizza.